Ho ho ho, Merry February 10th, everyone. There was some very interesting news that I have surprisingly just found out. I'd say about 2 hours as of right now at most that I've been, thinking about this video, and it's gonna be not really edited, really. It's just very new news that I just looked up, the Slender Man stabbing case, of course. Big case, and I've done research on it every once in a while. Like, did Morgan get more? And of course, the past few times she did not. But apparently, on January 10th, or around a month at this point, she was granted conditional release. So in the next month, she will most likely actually be released because they have to make a plan for within 60 days, and it's already been 1 month. So half of that is already over. So, but thing is, she's been in well, here's the case. She and her friend Anissa Wire lured another friend when they were at a sleepover with Peyton Leutner. Her name was, or is. She luckily survived. But what they did is they were watching creepypastas, I guess, and they liked or were obsessed with a fictional character, Slender Man. You may know him, right? But they took it literally, and there's definitely issues there. But they took her, lured Miss Peyton into the woods, and stabbed her 19 times. She luckily survived, and they were arrested, I'd say, a few hours later, apparently. And it was all occurred, I believe, on May 31st of 2014. And they were actually fully sentenced to, Morgan was sentenced to up to 40 years in a mental hospital, and Anissa was sentenced to up to 25 in the mental hospital. And Anissa got out in the bare minimum amount of time. First time she applied, she got out because the agreement was that they would stay at least, I think it was 3 years. And they were sentenced in both the same time in February of 2018 to those respective sentences. And Anissa got out in, I believe, September of 2021. And Morgan has not been fully released, actually, from the facility yet. Within the next month, maybe month and a half, it'll definitely happen. It's interesting to see how she will cope, because you got to keep in mind that, of course, Peyton, she's doing okay, and that's good. But you got to keep in mind that these two girls that stabbed Peyton, Anissa Wire and Morgan Geyser, one, they're going to have to worry about their own safety, and two, it's what can they do? What can they be successful? Most likely not. They did it to themselves, though. But you got to keep in mind, they were both the same age, 12 years old. So Peyton got out, or no, not Peyton, the victim. Anissa got out in 2021 when she was about to turn 20. Morgan right now is 22, probably about to turn 23 in a few months. So she's been there her whole adolescence, hasn't had to truly take care of herself, and let's be honest, I've seen those places kind of like that. In fact, the place I actually went to was not a forensic hospital, so I actually saw way less than probably what Morgan has learned. Those places are pretty dark. I'll tell you that much, that they are pretty dark, and some of the kids in my place were actually from prison, and they brought that shit in there. But I hope that, I know it sounds bad to hope for everybody, but I am not going to spread hate to anyone. I try not to. But I'm interested to see how this goes forward. Now, side note. First of all, what was a side note? I just found this out just now, and I thought it was very interesting. Like a lot of my videos, I find something very interesting. I gotta do it now. Because I am actually interested in how the case is not going to end, though. This is conditional release. Just because they're out does. Okay, I'm gonna word it like this. You remember how Morgan was sentenced to up to 40 years, and Anissa up to 25? Well, those are still their sentences. It's just they had to serve at least 3 years. So in this, they both have to serve this sentence. It's just, they could get out way before those actual sentences are up, but they will be on, like, I guess, heavy probation. And I mean that, like, extreme conditional release, And, yeah. Wonder how it'll go. Anyway, peace out to all of you. It's almost Valentine's Day. I hope you have a good time. Even if you don't have a romantic partner, just enjoy it. Whatever, Spread positivity. Anyway, if I find anything else that I find interesting, that I've been looking up and doing some research on the past few years, I will tell you something. Peace out, guys.